Needs to go. Police brutality definitely needs to go, and we need to find some and care for each other, because this stuff here, we don't need to all be here, and we're here because of one reason. I decided to take my nephew's life, and it's not going to be in vain. Something has to happen.
Mr. Judge, in court today, the judge said to you in the front row, please don't make a facial expression. What were you reacting to in court?
Because everything the judge. Go ahead.
I don't know why he said that. I'm his aunt. I don't know why he said that because I don't understand how we're supposed to respond. I mean, if we do react a certain way or move a certain way, we have a right to react that way. It wasn't nothing drastic.
You're sitting.
He's just sitting like it was nothing. So
you're sitting.
I felt like
10 feet from a dude who killed your nephew in the middle of the street. For what reason? Because of the color of his skin, hatred. And I'm supposed to sit there and just be, hey, how are you doing today? Nah,
I mean, there was nothing wrong with how he reacted. It was a normal response.
Okay, well, you want to?
Yeah, so we really go.
What's your name, ma'am, before?
My name is My first name is Angela. It's spelled Angla. And I'm his aunt. And I live in Minneapolis.
What's your message to the family of George Floyd, sir?
Mr. King, is there any comment on what transpired today? Do you have a
You had only been working for a few days. Do you share any responsibility in what happened? Sir, I know you can't say anything about the merits of the case, but what did you say about Mr. King?
We're just taking like one day at a time. We have to go through the process. The family is frustrated. We're dealing with the frustration. We're also dealing with the grief process, and we're just trying to just deal.
What's the frustration? If you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Just the process, because we're frustrated because we already know in our mind what happened. We see guilty. We see all of this. But this has to be proven. Everybody has to have a free trial, and I understand that. So you have to respect the system. So going through the process is frustrating, and hoping for justice, because we don't know. We just don't know.
And did you travel from Houston today?
No, I live in Minneapolis.
You live in Minneapolis, and sir, do you live in Houston?
I live in South Dakota.
In South Dakota. The defense attorneys have asked for cameras at trial. Do you think that'll help anything? Do you want cameras in these trials?
I really do. I think. Where am I? Up here. I think the more media that we have on this case, the more resolve we'll get, because I don't literally know what we're missing here. 2 or 3 billion people have seen that video of him literally murder my nephew, and his brother-in-law, which I just found that out, was guarding him, and these other 2 cats, Lane and whatever his name was. And this is just absolutely insane that we all are gathered here to talk about my nephew getting murdered by a damn madman in the middle of the street. For what reason? Because of the color of his skin. You know, and the judge, Cahill or whatever his name is, he told me, you know, he acted a little bit towards me because I'm sitting 6 feet from a dude that just killed my nephew, a month and 3 days ago. And, yeah, I'm not going to talk to him or give any bad feelings because I'm not mad at anybody. I'm mad at the system. The system should have had better order in place because how do you kill? I mean, how do you control a situation any more than they had it controlled? He's handcuffed on his stomach, hands behind his back. What was he going to do? Hell, he couldn't get up and run. What could he do? And we all sat there and just watched him get brutally tortured and murdered. And is there any more questions to ask about that one? Yeah, just bad, bad.
This is Judge Israel, so the defense attorneys in the judge all made a good deal about pre-trial publicity maybe causing issues.
So I should probably be gagged.
And making things unfair. Do you worry that all that information is going to somehow taint your nephew's?
Because I am a black man in our great country of the United States of America that I love. I come from rural southern North Carolina, and I know how the system works. I've seen the system my whole life of black men getting shaded, for some reason or another. I don't want it to be like this, but when I walk in the courthouse and I see like 15 white people, I'm thinking, oh, hell, we're going through this again. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the process ends up, because as far as I'm concerned, there isn't a process. We all seen, because I promise you, if I seen a black man do what was done to my nephew, if that was a black guy that did that, it wouldn't have taken him 6 days to arrest him. He would have been arrested the next day.
That's true.
And yeah, so yeah.
Some of this process we would be going through.
Yeah.
They probably, if they were black, they wouldn't even be out on bail. And so this is the frustration, dealing with the inequality. That's the frustration part that he's talking about. And
What's your name, sir?
Selwyn Jones, Selwyn Jones.
Mr. Floyd.
Can't hear you. Yeah.
Andrew, here we are, a month after George Floyd's death, your nephew's death. How do you feel about where things are going in the country, around the world? Are you worried that some of this, what we saw in those early days, is going away, disappearing?
I think it may slow down a little bit, but I don't think it's going away. And even through all this frustration that we're going through, I still do have that strong feeling of hope. Even though we were all traumatized together, even though we're grieving together, most of us are, about this process that has any ounce of compassion, I do believe we will heal together. And that's where I want to go. I want to see us all heal together. I don't want to stay in the hostility mode. I do want to go and see people heal together. That's my HARRELSON.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good.
Yes.
You okay?
Yeah.
Why don't you walk back with me? I want to get some sleep.
I'll tell you what, I'll take my mask off. You guys back up a bit.
Okay, here, put your mic here. There's another hole.
Do it tomorrow. too. I want to be like 6 feet away from everybody. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Pauley. I'm the attorney for Officer Tao, who appeared in court today. As most of you know, I have not spoken publicly on this case. I have not commented publicly in any regard. I've done so out of respect for Mr. Floyd and his family, and I'm going to continue to do that. The judge today issued an order telling the litigants, who I'm one of, that we are not to comment on the evidence, what we see as the merits of the case, or a person's guilt or innocence, so I'm not going to do that. I'd like to say two things. First of all, my condolences to Mr. Floyd and his family. The death of a loved one is a very sad thing, even under the best of circumstances. So my condolences to Mr. Floyd and his family. The second thing is I find it ironic that the Attorney General's office and the rest of the public officials who've been commenting publicly on this case and leaking sensitive information now want to keep the trial not open to the public. And so maybe that's a better question for you to ask Mr. Ellison. I'm not going to take any questions, but thank you.
Could you say and spell your first and last name for the...
Robert Pauley, P-A-U-L.
Mr. Pauley, Eric Nelson said he might file a gag order if people keep talking. Are you willing to
You
say
have to talk to Eric Nelson.
Yeah. Are you willing to say up though?
He's the attorney for
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Take care. Yeah.
Holly, the attorney for, Holly was the attorney for,
Lane,
Lane.
right?
No, Lane was Earl Grey.
Tao.
Okay.
Tao.
Sorry.
Yeah, I started. No, I'm going to start.